As soon as Resomirals were created, and as focuses were created in general, the time has been created. Because dissonational distances have been created between those focuses, between those states, which at the moment of general resonance of information remained non-resonational, that is, remained dissonational. And in order to let resonance be created between every each of those focuses, some distance should pass. The word distance is the best word I could find. That is, this focus and that focus will not shift anywhere, but there is some gap between the moments of their dissonation and moments of their potential resonation. This gap is called dissonational distance. However, this gap doesn't stay constant. It has been created to let those focuses to become even, to reach resonational state. But this can be achieved in different ways, according to different conditions, because every focus is structured with definite quantity of fragments. Definite quantity of fragments have reached some accordance and have created some combination. And different dimension levels are created based on the quantity of fragments that participate in a certain combination. Those dimension levels have resulted in creation of the time entities. In fact, time entity structures every configuration due to its dissonation properties. That, what we call time, is laid in configuration. It is laid not somewhere outside, but inside of information itself, in the very degree of dissonation. To show and describe you that this time arises from consciousness, that this time is not just an abstract, that this is not just what we see on the clock, which is thoughtless. It's spring, stir, arrow spin, and that's all, and we consider this process as time. No, clock is simply a device for measuring some gaps, but not time. I had to name it as time entities. Because they are directly correlated in us with self-consciousness forms, with collective intelligences, with dynamics, which we define as the rationality. The higher the rationality degree, the higher the potential of time, the more universal the time's form which participates in realization of both energetic and informational potentials. Now, as soon as focuses start to interact between each other, the dissonational distance, or in other words, time, has been created. But the time characterizes two moments. The first moment corresponds to the start of interaction based on this dissonational degree between two of these focuses. The second moment corresponds to its finish, when two of these, dissonational to each other focuses, create resonational configuration. In other words, they become resonational towards each other. This presents time. Time doesn't cover the dissonational distance, but only shows it. This process is similar in some way to navigator. When you depart and put a mark of your final destination on the map, the navigator shows at once the time amount needed to reach the point. After departing, you said, "I need to get home" as your goal. The distance is 25 miles long, and the navigator shows you the amount of time needed taking into consideration some specific vehicle's speed. And what is more, this speed is predicted. This estimation is what actually time is. But you move not in time. Let's suppose the starting point of your trip is the first focus, and your house, that is your trip goal, is the second focus. These 2 points are in the dissonational distance. They are incompatible. They can be combined through you when you, as the representative of this point, will meet another you as the representative of another point where you are already at home, and you will represent the first point at the second point in space. But all of this will happen through space. You will be moving through certain side streets, certain roads, passing through something. Some things will be going on around you. Some cosmic bodies will be moving, but you will be approaching home, and everything else will be moving in their own direction. This is what we call the space. The space is a medium for implementation of time. The time is a mechanism to transform the dissonational condition into resonational.